Good morning. Today is Saturday, the 14th of June, 2025, and the time now is 9:52 a.m. in the morning. My name is Honest John, or Bellingham, or the Bryanston Causeway, or the Rugged Miller, and I'm a boxer, prize fighter, pugilist. I've heard this saying, you wait for a bus and two come along at the same time. Now, I was born in London, and I must have heard that saying, that shit saying, where are we now? 2025. I must have heard that probably in my 20s, my late 20s. I was at a bus stop again. I was at a bus stop. And this woman, English woman, said to me, oh, because before they brought in the congestion charge, before they brought in the, can you hear me? Before they brought in the congestion charge, there was a lot of traffic in London. So were, the buses were delayed. There was a lot of delay in the buses. So they would say a bus would arrive every 5 to 10 minutes or every 10 minutes. But because of the traffic in London before the congestion charge, it might arrive every 20 minutes. So I must have been at the bus stop. I was at the bus stop and the woman said to me, oh, you wait for one bus. Oh, we were waiting. We were waiting at the bus stop. What happened? We were waiting at the bus stop. And she must have said, I must have been, I may have asked her because I was an adult and I asked her, oh, how long have you been waiting? And she said, oh, quite a while. So I used to get, as a commuter, but before the congestion charge, there was a lot of traffic. So we to as commuters, how long have you been waiting? Have you been waiting a long time? Have you seen the bus? Did the bus go past? The woman said, no, she's been waiting, and she said, one's coming. When one comes, one was come. I think a bus was coming. She said, oh, yeah, we were waiting, and a bus came, and two of them came. And she said, oh, when you wait for one, the two come along at the same time. And I stood there thinking, I was like probably 25, 27. I'm thinking, what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? This is the first time in a video I'm able to express my view. Now, what I think about that is, you wait a long time. You're waiting. One comes and two come along. You wait. One comes and two comes along at the same time. She's trying to be clever. She thinks I think she's playing God. She's playing God. She thinks that she's Almighty God and that she's on that same level and she's this and that and that and that. Which I know she's probably a nice woman. She's probably a nice woman. She's got a lot of dignity and all that. But um, it's sad though, isn't it? Because when I say it's sad though, it's because 2 plus 2 is 4, and it's A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z or Z. That's all it is. They want to make it more than that, and when they make it more than that, it complicates the thing. It complicates the shit, isn't it? It's complicated because making it more than A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. More than that, that's all the life is, really, isn't it? It's a sequence. You're young, you get to your mid or late 20s, you start a family or whatever, you get old, middle age, you start to get old now, and that's and that, your retirement. That's what it really is. It is, isn't it? Principally, you're young, middle age, and old age. That's what life is. It's nothing special. We're not, in creation, we're not really that special. I think lions are beautiful creation. I think lions are beautiful. I think lions are beautiful. They look really lovely. Whoever designed the lions was a genius. I think lions are amazing. I never could have designed a lion in my mind. I'm talking about from blank, from nothingness. There was nothing here, and I was somewhere where nothingness existed, and I had to create a line. I couldn't. I think I could have done a line. I wouldn't have crossed my mind. I might have done a puma, or whatever. But I think from nothingness to being nothingness to create a lion, I think I could have done that. I think it's a beautiful design, a lion, isn't it? It's got that mane, and it's got the sharp teeth, and all that. It's a hard thing to design, isn't it? And it's really solid. Like you think of like pit bull. Pit bulls are banned dogs now. They're banned. They're banned. But you think of them, they were really tough and sturdy. They're really solid. But a lion is like 10 times that. It's a really meaty piece of fucking animal, isn't it? They're fierce. They're fierce. They're fierce. You see them on video, YouTube, and you think it's a little pussycat. In the fucking real world, in the jungle of Africa, yeah, No Teletubbies and la 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 ipsy dipsy. You're there in the jungle of Africa. It's fucking terrifying, mate. Yeah. Anyway, so so she said, oh, so she's playing God. But I'm saying she's probably a nice lady, but she said, oh, you wait for one and two come along at the same time. Trying to be clever now. She's probably thinking, oh, I'm working and I'm successful. You are successful. Just keep that in your mind. Hold it in your mind. Yeah, you are successful in a Brexit. In your England, in a Brexit, in your Brexit, Britain's exit of Europe, you are successful. Because you're not even in Europe anymore, are you? Well, I need to check it. So I check it. Well, when I last checked you weren't in Europe. Let me check again because you never know with these people. They're chopping and changing. One day it's black, tomorrow it's yellow, the next day it's green. You can hard to keep up. Let me check what the latest story is now. I'm being serious. Let me check. I'll say it and they'll say, oh, we're out of Brexit. I'm checking. They're in Brexit or not in Brexit. You never know. I do follow the news as much as I can. Are the UK still in Brexit? Yes. Says yes, you are. So we're still in Brexit. Still in Brexit. Thank you very much. So you're still in Brexit. So yeah, you are successful. So good luck. So probably got loads of money. You're a homeowner. You've got assets and that. I hope all the assets keep you strong because when inflation or deflation or the economy goes fucking pear shaped, as it might do, yeah, a recession and all that shit, them assets are gonna keep you through the hard times. When prices go up and there's not much bread in the supermarket and the price of fuel that goes through the roof, at the petrol station, that assets you got, that holding is going to keep you strong. So just keep that. And yeah, you're very successful. Anyway, one bus comes along, and one bus comes and two come along at the same time. So I'm thinking that right, that's deep. What's she trying to? Who is she? Wu Tang Clan. That's a joke. But I say Wu Tang Clan. I respect Wu Tang Clan. Wu Tang Clan. So what I'm saying now is, now Wu Tang Clan, they're successful Afro Americans in the United States. Anyway, what I'm saying is, she's saying one bus comes along and two comes up. One bus comes and two comes along at the same time. Now, it seemed that way. Now she wasn't telling a mystery. It does seem that way because before the congestion charge, a bus would come, and then because of the traffic jam, the build up of traffic, one was behind. But she's saying it as a matter of science. That's the thing she imparted to me. Like, if I see one bus, there's going to be one behind. Like, what she meant is, if you're waiting, that's just serious, you know. If you're waiting for a bus in London in Brexit, and you see one bus, then there's another one behind. So two's coming along. So she's saying it has a science, although it's a science of England, because we're in England. We're in England. We're on British soil. So she's saying on British soil, when you see one bus, and you've been waiting like 20, 25 minutes, there's one behind, immediately behind it. So she's probably right, but to say it like that was negative because whether that's fact or not, the regulation of the buses, there should be an interval between each bus, shouldn't there? Ideally, so she should say something positive to say, well, she should say something like, oh, they should run a bus every 5 minutes, or to get the interval, rather than support the idea of every two buses coming at the same time. Why don't she flip the coin and say something like, well, she could say to me, even though I'm coloured, I'm Afro Caribbean, she could still have a conversation and be intelligent and say, well, what they should do is have a bus run, yeah, every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, and put another bus quickly every 5 minutes, so that if it gets caught up in the jam, as that first bus moves every 15 minutes, that one's coming in the 10 minute. That's more intelligent. That's what I would say. But she never said that.